desk mates and best friends who always encourage each other. Success comes, love blossoms, and a perfect family is formed. Do you remember your high school desk mates? Were they just a classmate? Or did they become someone special? Today, I want to share a story about two desk mates. A story that proves the person sitting next to you might just be the one who changes your life forever. It all started in a noisy classroom under the gentle hum of the ceiling fan. He was the quiet boy who always seemed to be doodling in his notebook, a universe of dreams hidden in his sketches. She was the bright, cheerful girl whose laughter was infectious, her notes always perfectly organized. They were opposites in many ways, yet they found a strange and wonderful connection as desk mates. Their friendship began with small things. A borrowed eraser, a shared snack during break, a whispered joke when the teacher wasn't looking. Soon, these small moments grew into something much bigger. He'd help her with her art projects, showing her how to bring her ideas to life with a few simple lines. She'd help him with his math homework, patiently explaining complex formulas until he finally understood. They became each other's biggest cheerleaders. When exams loomed, the pressure was immense. Everyone was stressed, worried about their future. But for them, it was different. Late-night study sessions weren't a chore. They were an adventure. They'd cram together at the library, fueled by cheap coffee and a shared determination. He'd say, "You've got this? You're the smartest person I know." And she'd reply, "And you're the most talented. Your art is going to amaze everyone someday." They didn't just study, they built each other up, brick by brick. Their encouragement was a shield against the anxiety and self-doubt that plagued their classmates. Graduation came, and with it, the fear of parting ways. They were heading to different universities in different cities. It was a bittersweet moment. They promised to stay in touch, a promise many make but few keep. But their bond was different. They scheduled weekly video calls, sharing stories about their new lives. He'd show her his latest portfolio pieces, and she'd tell him about her challenging business courses. Even miles apart, they remained each other's constant source of support. College was tough. He faced rejections from art galleries, and she struggled to stand out in her competitive program. There were times when both of them felt like giving up. During one particularly difficult week, he called her, his voice heavy with disappointment. An important competition had rejected his work. He felt like a failure. She listened patiently, and then she said, "Do you remember that drawing you made of the old banyan tree in our schoolyard? You saw so much life and history in something everyone else ignored. Your vision is unique. This one, rejection doesn't define you. It's just a detour." Her words were a lifeline. He picked up his pencil and started drawing again with renewed purpose. A few months later, it was her turn to feel lost. She was overwhelmed by a massive project and felt invisible among her peers. She called him on the verge of tears. He didn't offer empty platitudes. Instead, he reminded her of her own strength. "Remember how you organized that school charity event? You managed everything, from the budget to the volunteers, and you made it a huge success. You're a natural leader. This project is just another chance for you to shine. Break it down, step by step, just like you taught me with those math problems. He believed in her, even when she didn't believe in herself. Their friendship was their anchor through every storm, every challenge. They held on to each other. They celebrated every small victory, his first small commission, her first applause on a major presentation. They were growing, not just as individuals, but together. The distance didn't weaken their bond. It made them appreciate it even more. After college, they both moved back to their hometown, ready to start their careers. He opened a small art studio, and she joined a promising startup. Being in the same city again felt like coming home. Their weekly video calls turned into daily coffee dates. The friendship that had sustained them for years began to blossom into something deeper. One evening, they were walking through the same park where they used to hang out after school. He stopped under a street lamp and turned to her. He was holding a small, framed sketch. It was a drawing of them, sitting at their old high school desk, smiling at each other. He said, "All these years, you've been my inspiration. You saw potential in me when I couldn't see it myself. You've been more than my best friend. You're my everything." And in that moment, she knew it too. He wasn't just the boy who sat next to her in class. He was her rock, her confidant, her home. The love that had been quietly growing between them finally came into full view. It wasn't a sudden, dramatic passion. It was a slow, steady burn, built on a foundation of years of trust, respect, and unwavering support. Their journey as a couple was as beautiful as their friendship. They navigated the ups and downs of adult life hand in hand. His art career took off. His unique style, once just doodles in a notebook, was now celebrated in galleries. Her business acumen and leadership skills propelled her up the corporate ladder. She became a respected executive, known for her innovative ideas and her ability to inspire her team. They never stopped being each other's biggest fans. She was at every one of his gallery openings, her eyes shining with pride. He would surprise her at work with her favorite coffee just to see her smile. Their success wasn't a solitary pursuit. It was a shared triumph. They knew that they wouldn't have reached these heights without the other's encouragement. A few years later, they got married in a simple ceremony, surrounded by close friends and family. Their vows weren't just promises for the future. They were a celebration of their past. They thanked each other for the late-night study sessions, the encouraging phone calls, the unwavering belief. Soon after, they welcomed their first child, a little girl with her mother's bright smile and her father's artistic hands. Their house was filled with laughter, love, and the smell of paint and freshly baked cookies. He would teach their daughter how to draw, just as he once showed her mother. She would read bedtime stories about brave leaders and bold dreamers. They created a family built on the same principles that had defined their relationship from the very beginning: encouragement, support, and unconditional love. Sometimes They'd drive by their old high school. They'd look at the classroom window where they once sat, two teenagers with big dreams. They weren't just desk mates who fell in love. They were two souls who helped each other grow, who pushed each other to be the best versions of themselves, and who built a beautiful life and a perfect family from a friendship that started with a borrowed eraser. Their story is a reminder that the greatest love stories often begin in the most ordinary places. It's a testament to the power of encouragement and the magic of finding that one person who believes in you more than anyone else. So, take a look at the people around you. Your biggest supporter, your greatest love, might be sitting right next to you. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe. Thank you.